Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be getting into some MekHQ. Oh, hey, Thin King, how's it going? Glad you could join us. You left a comment on my last YouTube video. Dang, I haven't checked comments since last week. Um, I will make sure and check that out after this. Hello and welcome, of course. We have done a few things off camera, since last week. Because last week the game did crash. Fortunately, if I can just, demonstrate here real quick. We had saved at 4:20 that afternoon, and that was right before we went into battle, and then of course we saved the salvage coming out of the battle, so it was really a simple matter to just load up the save game from right before the battle and then go through the resolve manually scenario and just fix everything back the way it was. So since then, oh, regarding Vyrank's XP, what about one of those terrain SPAs which improves the movement speed? None of them actually make you move any faster than you normally would. Some of them reduce the penalties for moving through certain types of terrain. Mountaineer, for example, I believe is what it's called, the one that reduces the movement cost for going up and down elevation. Forest Master, of course, but those start at like 40 XP. And the Nova Cat has made herself known, of course. Yes, hello. No, you're not going free. We have special abilities. Let me pop that down here a little bit. Yeah, Forest Ranger is 60, Frogman is 40, Frogman is water. Mountaineer is 40, Swamp Beast is 20. Mountaineer is so useful. I agree, it really is. So is Forest Ranger, but that's 100 XP for both of them. Whereas a point of edge is 10 XP, and we can get that right now. Unless you go full jump jets. Yeah, no, Hoser does not have jump jets and the awesome. No, Forest Ranger and Mountaineer would be great to have in conjunction, but again, it's not very attainable compared to a 5th point of edge, so it's not too late for a do-over if that's what you want to do, but for now we're gonna go ahead and do 5 edge. Let's see, besides Hoser, let me sort these guys by role real quick, because this is something that hasn't come up on stream yet. This is something that has only made its way onto the Discord. Septi Malema, we had recruited as a vehicle crew member. Now, as a vehicle crew member, the primary ability, the primary skill is tech mechanic. So I was going through the vehicle crew members that we had recruited and turning them into mechanics when I came across Septi here, who has, besides having 10 XP and being a veteran mechanic, also has clan tech knowledge, internal tech specialist, and Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. Moving, that's from X other than snipers. Yeah, no, I would love to give you Mountaineer and Forest Ranger, but that's a lot of XP. Now, granted, it does mean that you would be able to use pretty much all of your XP every turn if you wanted to, and go your full distance, because other than rough and rubble, like, there really isn't anything that'll slow you down on a normal map. With those skills, you should make Septi a hyperspace navigator. I don't think that's the plan. She is right now a veteran mechanic with clan tech specialist and internal tech specialist and Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. However, with 10 XP, we could also give her MekTech at green. That would be an 8 plus, because 9 plus is 0 XP. So 5 XP would put her at 8 plus, and then after 10 more after that, so 5 more than she actually has, she'd be able to go up to a 6 plus as a regular. But in the meantime, I think the plan... Hoser would only get to move like 1 or 2 more spots. Not critical, but I'm okay. No, I don't think it would be more beneficial. It's not more cost effective than Edge. I think the Edge is more cost beneficial. But after 5 points of Edge, which might be all we need, hopefully, maybe, something like that. Then we can start saving up for maybe Forest Ranger or Mountaineer, and those would get us more mobility as we needed it. But honestly, yeah, you're right. Mobility is not a huge priority for Hoser. But at this point, what really is? I mean, we could go for more gunnery, but that would be 60 XP. We could go for more piloting, but that would be 40 XP. I don't see any other SPAs being useful other than the movement ones. Unless maybe you want to go to medium range master and swap your sniper bonus to from your short to your medium range. Or from your medium to your short range, I guess, whatever. So yeah, Septi is going to gain Tech Mech 9 plus. She's going to gain Mech Tech at 8 plus. And then she's going to make her secondary role a Mech Tech. Hoser plus Sensor Geek. I don't see him getting within 6 hexes of most enemies, and that really is the main benefit to Sensor Geek, is being able to scan things from 6 hexes away instead of 3. Although, if I'm not mistaken, it also lets you shoot in the turn that you scan something, so it basically lets you auto-scan anything within 6 hexes. But Hoser's not exactly a recon unit. He's not exactly part of a recon lance. And yeah, I agree that Forest Ranger is probably better than Mountaineer. Especially because I like to keep my guys in the forest as much as possible, so that would let you move between forest hexes a lot more easily. Alright, so Septi is now a veteran mechanic and a green mech tech with clan tech specialist, which makes her essentially a veteran mech tech. Unfortunately, I did do a count earlier, and if we include Kai, we already have 36 mech techs, which is exactly as many as we were allowed to have with the leadership that we have in Petra. So that does mean that Bill Purunin, who is our lowest ranked non-clan specialist technician, I think he is going to... we could make him a mechanic. He could gain mechanic at green. Or we could turn him into a dependent. Yeah, let's just go ahead and turn him into a dependent. Yeah, and Septi. Oh. Septi is now effectively a green mech tech in addition to being a veteran mechanic, and 5 XP from now she'll be a regular mechanic with plan tech specialist, internal tech specialist, and Mr. and Mrs. Fix-It. I am still tripping out over that. Let's see, what else have we got? We've got, I noticed we had up here our battle armor tech. No. It was tech skills, battle armor tech. Lydia. Lydia, who is an aerospace tech, has tech BA at 9 plus. If we spend 5 of her XP, she could get down to 8 plus, and I think I want to make her secondary MOS BA armor technician. So yeah. That's all we can get out of her for the time being, but we will change her secondary role to tech battle armor. Let's see. Hoser, Septi, Lydia, and Tentacle Shogun also had 20 XP. But I think I had mentioned to Tentacle Shogun that I was gonna start saving up for Hopping Jack, and he said that was okay. I did not realize at the time he already has Hopping Jack, so instead we're going to be saving up for Jumping Jack, which is 40 XP. So we're 20 XP away from Jumping Jack, and we're also about a month out from getting the new Marauder, which is going to be really exciting. It's a 585 with triple strength Myanmar, so it can become a 695, 75 tonner with all the lasers. I'm excited for that. Let's see. Other things. Hikari Ono, our administrator, with all the XPs, has enough to maybe spend some on hyperspace navigation, which makes her, I want to say, a veteran hyperspace navigator. Edeborg is sitting at 10 XP, and she doesn't have a whole lot of edge, so I was thinking we could give her a third point of edge. Let's see, what else? I have been planning on sending off camera. All of our dependents that were below the age of 3 got sent into daycare. On screen, I think what I want to do is send all of our dependents who currently have early childhood highest education. I want to send all of them to high school just to simplify things instead of going through one by one. Man, there are so many dependents. We're gonna have so many people in adult high school. Because a lot of these people are like 37, 38. Yeah, adult high school general education, because none of them have anything higher than early childhood. So that is actually, that shortens up our active personnel list quite a lot. Other than that, I did give everyone who was entitled to it the Clan Invasion Award, and perhaps even a few that weren't. Also, the Expeditionary Award I gave to everyone who is, in fact, in active role on this contract, because this is a mission not covered under a war on a house planet. Also, the infirmary needs some attention. I was going to give Elsa some of these patients, the ones that are not super badly hurt, like the cerebral contusion can go to Delphine. Sprains and cuts and a broken leg and a cerebral contusion can go to Delphine. And cuts and bruises and sprains. Lost his right arm. Let's go ahead and give that to Delphine as well. I don't want that getting worse. Broken collarbone, some cuts and a concussion can go to Elsa. Broken rib and a bruised kidney and a bruise. Okay, we're trying to get Elsa high enough XP to where she can get some edge, to where she can start treating some of these more advanced injuries without causing anything to get worse. So that was the infirmary. Also off camera, I made sure that everyone had the combat action award that needed it. So some of our mech warriors did gain a point of edge from that. I don't recall who offhand, but it was like I think Alan Davi? No. No, Alan Davi just got combat action, so he gained a point of edge for that, even though he already had 2 points of edge. Bendik Machuski, I think, also just gained combat action for his 3rd point of edge. So yeah, some of our mech warriors gained some edge. I've sorted out the combat action. I sorted out the clan invasion and the expeditionary, so some people gained some XP. I think that is all I had notes for. Other than sending everyone to high school, I still have. There are still some awards that I need to hand out. Some of them are. I mean, I made sure everyone's bronze star was up to date. The silver star, no one has earned yet. The combat cross, no one has earned yet. However, things like combat achievement, killing 6 pilots over the course of a contract. Yeah, I'm sure we are getting 6 pilot kills over the course of a contract, or getting 9 kills over the course of a contract, or 12 kills over the course of a contract, or your lance getting 24 kills over the course of a contract. Some people are going to be getting XP for that in the future. But in the meantime, we're going to have to forego that because I didn't have time before we went live today. Other than that, and you know what? Just because I did make some changes, we're actually going to save this as version 4 now of the same day. And then, if there's nothing else outstanding, we have almost 2 hours to try to take out quite a lot of enemy forces with our 2 lances. We have an enemy officer and a griffin. He's a 4-6 pilot. We have an enemy mech commander and a griffin. He's a 1-3 pilot. The enemy ace is a 2-3 and a highlander. And I'm thinking, Hoser, how do you feel about squaring off against an ace and a highlander? That's the 733P. That is the one with the Gauss rifle, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it the 732 I'm thinking of? Oh, the 733 has a PPC, an LRM-20, some lasers, and an SRM-6. Okay. So that's a lot less scary than a Gauss rifle. Okay. I had them backwards. I had the 732 as the one that was more primitive, and the 733 was the more advanced one. But I guess the 732 was the Star League era, and the 733 was the Succession Wars refit. Probably. They've also got almost 12,000 points of tanks, and then an assassin, and some more tanks, and a locust, and a jenner, and a wasp, and a panther, and a fire starter, and some more tanks. So they definitely outnumber us, but whether that's going to do them any good, I don't know. Their designated target is the Wolverine, and they also have a pair of recon mechs, a spider and a panther, both with subpar pilots. We're deploying in the hills on a 60x50, daylight clear and calm, and we've got 1 reroll. Our objective is to capture the designated target, this Wolverine here. Capture him by disabling his unit and routing the escorts, or by forcing an ejection and picking up the ejected individual. Okay. I think we're about ready to go ahead and get this started. I don't know if we're going to be able to finish this today. Let's go to compact display. Okay, Bendig has SPA. Bendig has dodge and hopping jack. Okay. So the champion has Hopping Jack. The Cronus has Hopping Jack and Melee Master. The Phoenix Hawk has Some Like It Hot, but not Jumping Jack or Hopping Jack. The Clint has Hopping Jack and Melee Specialist. The Stalker has Natural Aptitude. Tsubasa has Hopping Jack and Some Like It Hot. The Grizzly has a Jump Jet, so it's a 464. It has a Gauss Rifle. Multitasker might or might not come in handy. Ash with medium laser and medium range specialist, and the Gargoyle in its first outing with its 12-minute medium lasers. We've got the Free Wrestle Hog Republic, the Wolverine. That is designated target. All right. So Wolverine. All right, designated target. You're just gonna be straight up Fire Brick Red. All right, Highlander, enemy Ace. You are going to be enemy Ace. You're gonna be part of the Freeman. Wait, no, not what I meant to do. Color Fire Brick. Enemy Ace. Free Wrestle Hog. Freeman. Enemy Commander and enemy Officer. You guys can be Hussars. Even though neither one of you is a special. Well, yeah, neither one of you. Well, the Commander is actually a pretty decent pilot, so we're gonna give him Freeman. The enemy Officer, not a super big threat. The Recon Mechs. Recon Mechs can go with Cavallari. The primary op 4. I was saving third Dracons for. Okay, so the one that's solid red we need to capture. The ones with the weird camo are enemy officers and aces. Standard enemies are the one with the red splash. Okay. Is there anything we want to do with this map? We could maybe flatten it out a bit, make things a little bit nicer for Hoser. It is going to be daytime, so he is going to have long lines of sight. We can maybe do away with some of the wood so he has longer lines of sight. No civilization, medium elevation with a low chance of mountain. We've got low woods. We could turn that into no woods. We could turn that into low elevation. Let's see what low elevation looks like. Low elevation. No. No, wrong button. We'll go with medium elevation and no woods. That way, unless they get behind that mountain, there's basically no cover for them. Oh, there are two mountains here. Well, it's kind of a gamble. We'll have to see where the mountains end up. But yeah, out in the middle of friggin' nowhere. Yeah, okay. Let's double check the deployment. We're deploying in the southwest. They are all deploying in the northeast, except for the recon mechs are deploying in the south. They're deploying on round 3. Alright, so we've got infantry platoons arriving on APCs and transports. Tentacle Shogun, hey, how's it going? Related to camo, one thing I've started doing in my games is looking at a mission's planet and checking what units were garrisoned there or close by for both contract sides, and naming or assigning camo based on that. It's neat to get kind of a rivalry going with specific units if you're in the same region for a while. Also, evening folks. Yes, hi, how's it going? Glad you could join us. Going good. Wife's out of town, so I can watch live. Okay. Glad you could make it. Personally, that sounds like a lot of work. Like I don't even know. Like it doesn't say what units are at each planet at any given time. Doesn't tell you what unit you're up against. Thune. I mean, if you can tell me what units are at Thune at this time period, I would change my camo specs. But for right now, I'm just trying to make things a little easier to read, a little bit more digestible. I want to make sure that the Highlander is easily visible. Which he is not right now. I want to make him bright red. Okay, and the Wolverine is our capture target. Alright, we've lost initiative going into round 1. You can edit the mission details and preset the enemy ally details there. I thought I had actually. I had come up here to campaign options. No, it wasn't campaign options. It was under briefing room. It was under edit mission. And yeah, I had set the enemy camo to be the Free Rassalhug Republic. I guess that's probably an elite unit of some kind. I don't know why it didn't take. It might be because this battle had already generated when I made that change. We'll see about how things go going forward. But in the meantime, I did have to do this one manually. Thune is garrisoned by the 26th Lion Guards at this point, apparently. Okay. No, it was here. 26th Lion Guards, which, I mean, it's supposed to be a Free Rassalhog planet, right? That is a Free Rassalhog unit? Or is that a Lyran unit? Uh... 26th Arcturan Guards. Okay. No, Lyan. Lyran unit. Okay. I don't see their specific camo here. But yeah, we're fighting for the FedCom against the Free Rassalhog Republic. So it doesn't make sense for our enemies to be a Lyran unit. I don't think. In the meantime, we're gonna go with what we've got. We can sort things out later. But yeah, we've lost initiative. We've got units deploying on round 3. We've got our units deploying on round 4 as well. Our advanced scouts. So we do only have the Stalker. We've got the Stalker. We've got Tsubasa and the Grizzly. That's being annoying. Okay, so let's come down here. They're deploying in the northwest. We'll stick that right there for now. And we'll stick this down here for now. Tsubasa has the Grizzly, which has a Gauss rifle. So I think we're going to start there and get behind this high cover. Or maybe behind this high cover. And cover some ground that way. Okay, so we've got some enemies. We've got the General, we've got a Griffin, an Assassin, another Griffin. We've got our Wolverine that we're targeting here. And a Locust. I'm thinking... the Man-O-War needs to get into contact as soon as possible. So I'm thinking maybe we start here and head this way, up one and down one, instead of going up and down and up and down. Or we could start here, go up one and down one. I like the sound of that. Yeah, let's start there. Hoser. We've got, okay, we've got a Panther, we've got a Wasp, we've got a Firestarter, we've got a Heavy Hover APC, and a Falcon now there as well. We'll have, oh, going the wrong way here. Hoser will step forward 3 hexes on his first turn and just stop there, and I think probably just hold there. Okay, now we've got a Vedette, we've got a Scimitar, another Vedette, another Vedette, and a Pegasus over here that wasn't there before. And the Stalker, which is actually kind of a brawler, is going to start behind Ash and try to gain ground as quickly as possible. Okay, so we have 1 initiative going into round 1. That's the important thing. Okay, so the Griffin is closing at full speed. Sprinted 9. Sprinted, that's going to make him an easier target. Let's see. Stalker is going to run forward because we have LRMs, we have large lasers. Oh, there's a Hetzer. What kind of Hetzer is that? That's the autocannon 20 Hetzer. We need to be a little careful of that guy. Yeah, that's gonna be the Grizzly moving forward 6 hexes, I think. It's gonna be Ash moving forward 7 hexes. Oh, there's Bullfrog. In presumably the... Yeah, that's the Highlander. He sprinted 6 for a TMM of 1. I think the AC-20 unit just got top priority. He's not that fast. He's kind of tough. We do have their ace over here as well. Yeah, we're going to walk forward with Hoser, and he's going to chill there in high cover, or low cover, or waist high cover, whatever you want to call it. For the firing phase, we're going to start with the big guns, of course. We've got the PPCs. We have no one in range yet. What's the difference on gauntlet cover? Sounds good. Yeah, even these ERPPCs are not within range. Maybe the LRMs from the Stalker? Yeah, the ER larges are out of range. The LRMs are out of range. Okay, well. If the LRMs are out of range, everything else is going to be out of range too. The Gauss rifle. Oh, the Gauss rifle is not out of range. But it's not got a shot. We've got the Panther on a 12. We've got the Hetzer on an 11. That's a clan Gauss rifle, so ammunition is a little more limited. But if we could hit the Hetzer, it's an 8% shot. It's not gonna hit, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't take a shot. Missed, rolled 5, not even close. Alright, everyone is running cool. Everyone is undamaged. Everyone is going before them. Okay, we've lost initiative. We will start by having Hoser skip his movement. We'll have the Stalker run forward. Oh, what have we got over here? Oh, we've got a heavy tracked APC. Yeah, not too worried about him. He's got some infantry aboard, but honestly, not too concerned about infantry at this point. The Hetzer trying to take cover. It's not going to work because we have the high ground. Oh. And the Vedette not even caring about cover. He is just going straight for us. Okay, so Tsubasa and the Grizzly. We'll go ahead, we'll run this turn and we'll stand put next turn. Oh, the Locust is getting close. Ash with the medium lasers. Ash is all we've got left. Okay. We will jump 5 hexes. No, that does not put us in range, but it's fairly evasive. That's a +3 evasion, which is not bad for an 80-ton mech. The Jenner closing in on us as well. Alright. Starting with Hoser, of course, if anything is in range. We've got the Jenner on 5s. We've got the Assassin on 5s. We've got the Panther on 5s. We've got the Vedette on 5s. We've got the Griffin on 5s. What do we think, Hoser? How do we feel about taking shots at a Jenner before it gets close enough to do any damage? That is the Jenner D, I believe, is the one with the SRMs and not much ammo, or not much armor. Yeah, a PPC would take out one of his arms. It would go internal on a leg. The Griffin, is the Griffin an elite? No, the Griffin's a 4/6. The elite is in the Highlander. This Griffin, oh, this Griffin is the 1/3. Okay, that's the one you're talking about. I got you. Let me see what our shots are on the elite Griffin. Oh, he is not in range. So yeah, that's gonna be, looks like the Jenner. Okay, so that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, We'll start building up heat early. We'll take a penalty on our 2 hits next turn, but that'll bump us from like 5 to 6. We'll cool down. I'd like to take out that generator this turn if we can. Tsubasa with the Gauss rifle. Probably go next. He's got the Griffin on a 10. He's got the Vedette on a 10. We'll go ahead and fire at the Vedette. And with the large pulse as well. And a 10 with the LRMs. Okay. Stalker has the Hetzer on a 12 with the ER larges. Has the Hetzer on a 14 with the LRMs. Has the Griffin on a 13 with the LRMs. Yeah, that's just going to be the large lasers then. It's not a great shot, but it's the one we've got. And Ash does not quite have anyone within 12 hexes. Ash is taking fire from the Vedette with the autocannon 5, I assume. Maybe the Firestarter if others want to shoot at closer mechs, the Firestarter or the Assassin. Maybe next turn. In the meantime, oh, good lord. First hit of the game, and we caught the Jenner in the head with a Clan ERPPC. Nice shooting. So that is a kill for Hoser. That is, oh my goodness, hit him in the head twice. Hit him in the head twice, missed, and a shot to the center torso. That is some pretty good grouping. Just all in the middle, except for the one that went off a little ways off to the side. Tsubasa missing on 10s, the Vedette missed on 11, the Stalker missed on a pair of 12s, the Panther missed on a 12, the Assassin missed on an 11, the Highlander missed on an 11, the Griffin missed on a 12, the Griffin lands 3 LRMs to Tsubasa's right arm, critting on his Gauss rifle ammo twice. Would have hit the Gauss rifle twice, but we used up 2 of our edge. Yeah, 2 headshots. You don't see that often. And yes, the benefits of superior technology, indeed. Those Clan ERPPCs are just absolutely devastating when they connect. However, Tsubasa just ran out of ammo with his Gauss rifle. That is very unfortunate. I was kind of counting on having that Gauss rifle. Yeah, I should power it down. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's under systems. Okay, Gauss rifle is now powered down at the end of the turn. Okay. No physical attacks. Alright, everyone is at 0 heat except for Hoser is up to 10 already. That is going to be a targeting penalty next turn, but it was worth it to get the kill this turn. We've won initiative going into round 3. They've got units deploying. We've got units deploying next turn. Did I not? Okay. Oh, they've got a spider and a panther coming in on our flanks. Alright, Stalker, take cover. Tsubasa take cover. Ash, we're gonna hold off on you for a second. Hoser, we're gonna hold into cover. Oh, Ash is gonna have a target. Ash is gonna have a couple of targets. Alright, Ash, can we get 6 hexes away from the fire starter? Or can we be moderately evasive? Yeah. I think jumping forward 3 hexes so we get a little bit of evasion is a good idea. Because we do have hopping jack, so it's basically the same as running. But we're picking up 2 evasion, whereas walking we would only pick up 1. That gives us 5 hexes from the fire starter, which honestly should maybe be our next target. If not, the scimitar's not super high priority. The wasp isn't super high priority. Yeah, let's try and take out that fire starter. Oh, the stalker taking fire from all different angles. We've got Griffin shooting at the stalker, needs a 12 and a 9. Oh, needs a pair of 9s. This Griffin needs a pair of 12s. This Griffin needs a pair of 9s. Bullfrog needs an 11. Bullfrog, that's an interesting call sign. Let's start with Hoser, of course. We've got... Excuse me. Traffic outside. And I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but they're also working on a roof across the street, so... if you hear any banging or clanking or anything like that, that's what's going on there. We've got the Panther on 5s. We've got the Firestarter on 6s. We've got the Wasp on 6s. We've got the Hetzer on 5s. Are we thinking the Hetzer? Oh, you didn't hear it? The car going past or the people working on the roof? Yeah, the joys of living on a busy street. I'm thinking we're gonna shoot at the Hetzer and we're gonna try to take it out before it can get close. So that's gonna be 5 heat over for that. The Stalker. We've got the Panther needing a 12. We've got 11s on him. We've got the Scimitar on a 10. We've got the Wasp on 10s. We've got the Hetzer on 10s. Yeah, I think probably the Scimitar is going to be our best bet. We're going to fire the 2 ER larges. Wait, are the ER mediums in range? The ER mediums are in range. Okay, so we'll fire a couple of those on 12s as well. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 LRMs on 10s. Yeah, if we can land a hit on that Scimitar, I'd love to immobilize him. That would take him pretty much out of the fight. Oh, Stalker is taking a load of fire. He is not in a good cover position. Tsubasa has the Wasp on a 7. We could leg him or something. That would be fantastic. And yeah, a large pulse laser to the leg would take him down. So yeah, let's that'll be a 7 and a 9. And we'll throw in another 9 with the LRMs. And then Ash at the fire starter, we've got him on 7s, and that's going to be all 12 of them. Not the small. No reason for the small, it's not going to hit. That puts us 3 heat over and hopefully gives us a dead fire starter. I didn't see prone. That's not a good sign. The Panther misses the Stalker on a 12. The Griffin hits the Stalker with 6 LRMs on a 9 to the right torso and left arm. That is the Ace Griffin. That's the 1-3 pilot, I believe. The Highlander misses Stalker on an 11. The Griffin misses on a pair of 12s. Hoser at the Hetzer catches it in the front for 15, catches it in the front, or sorry, for 14, and for 14 again. Leaves it with 2 armor and -1 movement point, so that'll slow him down a bit. The Stalker at the Scimitar catches him in the left side, costs it half its movement points. Nice, leaves it with 8 armor. And then catches it in the turret with 2 LRMs down to 19. Catches it with 3 LRMs to the front and 4 to the front, down to 14 armor on the front. Okay, nice. Missed another 5. Yeah. Yeah, you did. If that had caught him in the front, that would have been a kill. But yeah, no, Hoser and those 5s. It's kind of funny, actually. The Vedette catches the Stalker in the center torso at extreme range for 3, down to 35. The Scimitar missed the Stalker on an 8. The Grizzly catches the Wasp in the right leg. Exactly what I was hoping for. Just realized you're attacking the Free Rasselhog Republic. I can't believe you'd kick them while they're down from the clan invasion. Hey, this is a recon mission. We're not supposed to be engaging them that thoroughly, but yeah, I don't have anything else. We caught him in the right leg, destroying it and transferring it to the right torso. The Panther missed the Stalker. The Firestarter catches Ash in the left and right torso with 5 each with medium lasers. On 7s, we missed the first 3 shots. Nice. Left leg, center torso, miss. Left leg, critting on his foot, miss. Wait, seriously? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We hit 3 out of 12 on 7s. Oh my goodness, the dice hate us. The Wasp goes down, takes 2 to the left arm. K. Kato takes his first consciousness check, which he succeeds at. The Firestarter also needs a 6, gets an 11. Because we critted on his foot, but not because we did 20 damage to him. "12 medium lasers on 7s, and we landed 3 of them. Oh my goodness. Alright. Their Griffin is up to 4 heat. Our Stalker is up to 3. Our Man of War is up to 3. Hoser is down to 5. Their Griffin is up to 4. We've lost initiative even though we have the bigger bonus. We're at 98%. They're at 92, almost 93%. Oh, and we get to reinforce. So we are going to... Let's see, the champion with the LB10X and the ER mediums. Maybe we start... Steiner Recon. Yeah, guilty. Guilty as charged. Let's see, the Cronus. The champion. Alright, the champion will start there and probably just stay there. The Cronus is going to try to be evasive and try to get in behind the Wolverine on Bullfrog. Maybe try to take out the Hetzer from behind. Let's see. Wait, that was the Phoenix Hawk. That was not the Cronus. The Cronus and the Phoenix Hawk will do the flanking maneuver. And the Clint, which has an ER large laser, will be starting, I think, back here in the corner where we will sprint or run forward at maximum speed so we can keep our evasion up while we approach and try to take out the Hetzer from the side. Okay, so yeah, starting with the Clint, let's go ahead, we'll go forward 8 hexes. Yeah, +7 works for me. Oh, Bullfrog is falling back. Let's see, Hoser. Does Hoser want to step forward? Yeah, let's try and close that distance a little bit. We'll wait until next turn when we're cooled down. Then we'll start moving. Let's see. The Ash, we're gonna hold off on the Grizzly. Grizzly will jump to here, and then we'll jump to here next turn. That'll give us evasion and cover. The Stalker, meanwhile, would like to back up into this hex where we can take a little cover from those guys. Okay, we've definitely got their attention. This might not be a great idea. Phoenix Hawk will run forward into the same hex as the Hetzer. That gives us 3 evasion and puts us into the flank of the Wolverine. Does that actually put us in the flank? I think that's still front. Let's see. Champion, I think, wants to advance. We'll go forward 6 hexes. Yeah, they're definitely repositioning en masse. Let's see. Ash is gonna wait for the Firestarter. The Cronus is gonna get into medium laser range of the Wolverine. Maybe try to take out the Locust as well. Oh man, that Phoenix Hawk is gonna be taking so much fire. Alright, Ash. Okay, the Firestarter is doing its thing. We can get to medium laser range of the Wasp. The Wasp that stood up on one leg. Surprise, surprise. Can we... We gotta go there to get him in medium range. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We won't be able to take shots at the Scimitar this turn, not with this mech, but maybe the Stalker or someone can. Wow, okay, yeah, they are all moving to the north. Wasp needs a 9 to stand up, gets an 11, so he does it. let's start with yeah, the Man of War will fire on the Wasp. Needs 2, so that's guaranteed hits with everything. This should be a kill. We'll go 1 heat over. That should definitely be a kill. Oh, did that say 4 heat over? I did not. I want it to go 1 heat over. It's whatever. I guess it's fine. Hoser. Okay, Hoser. Can we hit a spider that is being super evasive? Can we hit him on 4s? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That puts us heat neutral. And no matter where we hit him, it is going to hurt a lot. On 4s, so yeah. We're gonna kill us a spider. The Phoenix Hawk is taking a lot of fire. Tsubasa and the Grizzly. We've got the fire starter on 6s. And an 8. And an 8. Alright. Let's see. Clint with his ER large laser. We've got the Hetzer on an 8. His weak side is his front. Maybe Stiletto catches him in the front. Need another ton of ammo for the Gauss rifle. We had 2 tons. They both got critted. We had 16 shots. They're gone now. I wish we had another ton of ammo for the Gauss rifle, but 16 is usually enough. That'll be 6. That'll be 4, 4, 4. And we'll throw in an 8. Just to try to take out the Hetzer. The champion. We hit the hover APC on a 9. Maybe we switch that to cluster and catch him on a 9. Wait. 9, 9, 9. And 9. Okay. And last but not least, the Phoenix Hawk. We've got a pair of Scorpions, we've got an Assassin, we've got the Wolverine, we've got the Locust. All of them firing on us, and we've only got 3 evasive pips. We've got the Highlander firing on us, needing 8s and 10s. That's not good. How about we go for the Scorpion? Which armor does the Scorpion have? 19, 14, yeah, we can catch him on a 4 and a 2 and a 6. Yeah, we'll go 3 heat over to fire everything, even though it's 10s. The Clint at the heavy hover APC, maybe on a 10. And last but not least, the Stalker. Would like to get the Panther on a pair of 9s, maybe. 16 is enough. The RNG gods got balancing out Hoser's luck via the double grenade. Gauss rifle ammo crit? Yeah. I don't. I mean, those Gauss rifle ammo crits cost us 2 edge, so I don't know if necessarily that balances out the bad luck that we had uh from Hoser's missing on 5, or if it compounds the bad luck that we've been having with our dice rolls. Personally, I don't know. I would have rather those. I mean, obviously, I would rather have taken the Gauss rifle ammo than the Gauss rifle itself, but the 2 edge that it cost us kind of smarts as well. 9-9. We'll do an 11. We'll do some more 11s. We go 1 heat over for the 11s. Oh, the double head tap? Yeah, I mean, that was as highly unlikely as it was not super beneficial. It's not like getting a head tap on 2 different mechs. The second shot was basically wasted. So I still don't consider that great luck. I mean, yeah, we got the kill very quickly. And we hit him in the center torso with our second shot, but we weren't planning on salvaging it. So, like, other than head capping him on the first shot, I don't know. Oh yeah, if it was an assault mech, it would have been way better. I really hope we can follow that up on the Highlander. Yeah, we'll work on that. Meantime, Ash at the Wasp catches him in the left arm, catches him in the right arm, catches him in the center torso, left torso, right torso, center torso again, right torso, center torso, and killed the Wasp. Okay. Highlander on 8s and 10s misses the Phoenix Hawk with everything. That is fortunate. The Griffin does catch the Phoenix Hawk in the right torso with his PPC, down to 8 armor there. The Wolverine missed with everything on 8s and 10s and 9s. With the heat-seeking ammo on the SRM6 and everything. The Scorpion missed the Phoenix Hawk. Hoser at the Spider catches him in the right arm, transfers into the right torso. Catches him in the right leg, transfers into the right torso. Catches him in the left leg, transfers into the left torso. So yeah, just blew that Spider's 3 limbs off. And left him with 6 structure on that right torso. I think we can call that a kill. Let me go ahead and... Hoser gets 154. Okay. The Scorpion misses the Phoenix Hawk on an 8. Nice. The Hetzer misses the Cronus on a 10. Also nice. Tsubasa in the Grizzly hits the Firestarter in the chest with the large pulse laser, crits on his gyro and his rear-facing flamer. Nice. So the Firestarter is likely to go down, gonna be less evasive next turn. Hoser Bug Killer. Yeah. Well, I mean, they brought the bugs. All we can do is kill them. The Scorpion missed the Phoenix Hawk on a pair of 11s. The Vedette missed the Phoenix Hawk on an 11. The Cronus at the Hetzer catches it in the front with the medium pulse laser and kills the Hetzer. Injures the commander and stuns the crew as well. The Vedette catches the Phoenix Hawk in the left torso with the AC5, down to 13 armor there. Badly mangled is our Phoenix Hawk now. Okay, right torso is down to 4, left arm is down to 7. Everything else is holding pretty strong. The Vedette missed. The Scimitar catches the Man of War with a pair of heat-seeking SRM-2 missiles to the left torso and right arm, and another one to the center torso. The Champion hits the Heavy Hover APC in the rear, costing it half its movement points. Did miss with everything else. The Falcon hits the Phoenix Hawk with 4 SRMs, heat-seeking type. To the right leg, right torso, and center torso. Right torso is down to 4. The Phoenix Hawk at the Scorpion catches him in the rear, costing him a movement point. Catches him in the front, costing him half his movement points. Catches him in the left side. And the left side again, catching him in the fuel tank on a lucky hit with the last small laser and destroys the Scorpion. Nice. The Panther misses the Phoenix Hawk on an 8 and a 12. The Firestarter catches Ash in the right torso with a medium laser down to 14. The Wasp misses the Man of War. The Clint misses the Heavy Hover APC. The Locust misses the Phoenix Hawk on a bunch of 9s. The Assassin misses the Phoenix Hawk on an 8 and a 9. Tugyu and the Stalker missed with both ER larges, both missed with the ER medium. Lands 6 LRMs to the right torso and left arm. The Griffin misses our Phoenix Hawk on a 10. The Panther misses our Stalker on a 10. The Spider misses Hoser on everything with 7s and 11s. Our Phoenix Hawk took 20 plus, needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 3, and goes down. That's bad. Takes 5 damage to the left arm. Alan Davi needs a 4 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 12. Firestarter with his gyro hit also needs a 9, gets a 7, goes down, takes 4 to the left arm, leaving him with 2 armor. Mikan needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets the 9, barely. And the Locust kicks us in the chest for 4, we're down to 17 on the Phoenix Hawk. The Phoenix Hawk is up to 3 heat. Their Griffin is up to 7. Their Highlander is up to 5. Their Panther is up to 4. Their Wolverine is up to 7. Stiletto is up to 3. Our Stalker is down to 1. Our Man of War is down to 1, and their Griffin is up to 7. We have lost initiative going into round 5 because we rolled a 5. We're at 97, almost 98% of our forces. They're at 85% of theirs. Alright. Phoenix Hawk is going to want to go last, and he's going to want to go his full 7 hexes. So that's going to be either here or something like that. Alright. Hoser has cooled down sufficiently that we should be able to walk a couple of hexes. Edge for piloting roles. Oh man. You have no idea how many times I've thought about how they could rework Edge into this game. Like I imagine that on the report screen it would give you like the option to reroll any miss or any potential crit with Edge. And you could click on like a little link and it would re-roll everything on the fly on the report screen. It would be a little overpowered, unbalanced, because you could look at the entire report and then decide what you wanted to re-roll with Edge. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. In person, I think, is the only real way to get Edge to work properly. And unfortunately, we can't do that. Alright, Stalker, I think will be standing still this turn. Alright, do not want our Phoenix Hawk getting boxed in. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go here. We're gonna get some distance. We're gonna back tank. We need a 3 to stand up. We'll jump next turn if we don't fall down again. Let's see, the Clint will advance its full 8 hexes, looks like. Or do we go 7? We're fine. We'll go with full 8. Wait, Hetzer. Oh, there's 2 Hetzers. Oh, that's no good. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. We'll try to catch the Hetzer with the LB10X. Tsubasa and the Grizzly will advance 6 hexes, I think. I like to have things so you could set up your checklist of when to trigger edge rolls. Have that auto apply to all new hires. Yeah, that would be nice. It wouldn't be quite as fundamental of a change as my idea of incorporating a edge reroll button into every roll on the report screen. That gives us 8 hexes from the Falcon. That's still long range. Oh, no. Yeah. Okay, they are definitely ganging up on the Phoenix Hawk today. The Cronus would like to get into the back of the head, sir. Alright, the Phoenix Hawk needed a 3 to get up, gets a 4, so he's trying to fall down. The Firestarter tries to get up with a damaged foot and a damaged gyro, needs a 9, gets a 6, falls on his left side, takes 4 to the left arm, needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 6, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 5, tries again, needs a 9, gets a 4, takes 4 to the left torso, critical. Critting on his jump jet, needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets an 8, needs a 5 to stay conscious this time, gets an 11. Tries a third time to get up and succeeds, and then for running with a damaged gyro, needs a 9, gets a 9. So he does successfully run, even though he spent most of his movement points actually getting up. Let's see, we've got the Assassin on 7s. Let's start with Poser as we do. We've got the Panther on 3s. We've got the Firestarter on 2s. I'd like to see him miss that. We've got the Scimitar on 3s. We've got the Heavy Hover APC on 5s. We've got the Falcon on 8s. I'm thinking we're going to kill the Firestarter. Do we do 3 or do we do 4? Not want to see those miss on 2s. Yeah, no, me neither. I mean, considering that we're rolling 2 dice. The Panther will scratch the paint more. Should he fire it further away and have others fire at closer units? You mean have the Stalker fire at the Firestarter? Yeah, we can do that. We've got the Panther on 3s, so we'll do 11. Do we go 11 heat over? That seems like a lot. That'd turn us into a 1-2 movement profile next turn. Hoser has the range. Yeah. Who is planning on moving? Tsubasa's gonna be closing in. Ash is gonna be closing in. The Clint is gonna be closing in. The Champion's gonna be closing in. Phoenix Hawk is definitely gonna be moving. Stiletto's definitely gonna be moving. Oh. Yeah, no. Hoser's gonna be trying to close with that group next turn, but one movement point gets him 1 hex closer, which is fine with me. Yeah, we'll go 4 PPCs on the Panther. We'll try to knock him out this turn. Even if we don't, we'll do a good job of hurting him. We might take out one of his weapon systems, or maybe both. Alright, Stalker at the Firestarter on 4s with the large lasers. 6s with the mediums. Oh, no, actually. We'll skip the ER medium. We'll do 2 regular mediums. And we'll do the LRM 5s for 4 heat over on 5s. Or maybe 2 headshots. 4 misses more likely? No. The odds of rolling 4 2s in a row is incredibly unlikely. And yeah, 2 headshots on the Panther would upset. Well, it wouldn't upset me, because it just means there's that much more salvage. Alright, Phoenix Hawk. Maybe at the Assassin. On a 7 and a 5. And a pair of 7s. The Clint. Well, first of all, how about Stiletto into the back of the Hetzer on a 5 and a pair of 5, or a trio of 5s. Let's skip the large. Yeah, that'll be all 3 mediums and the SRM on a 7. That'll put us 3 heat under for next turn. The Clint, maybe at the Heavy Hover APC on a 7, or the Falcon on a 10, or Bullfrog on a 10. Hetzer on a 7. Yeah, let's go for the Hetzer on a 7. And a 10. And then we can go for the Heavy Hover APC with the medium laser on a 13. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's 1 point of heat. The Champion also going to be firing at the Hetzer. We've got him on a 6 with the cluster munitions, so hopefully we can catch him in the ammo or the fuel or something like that. We'll go 22 heat out of 20 for that. And then Tsubasa and the Grizzly. We've got the Scimitar on a 4. The Scimitar is already hurt on the front and the left side. Yeah, let's catch him with a 4 and a 6. And another 6. That should be easy pickings. And then Ash at the Falcon on 11s, or the Heavy Hover APC on 10s for less damage. We'll go for the 11s, but we're not going to overheat to do it. Alright, Hoser catches the Panther in the left arm, destroying it and transferring into the left torso. Catches him in the right leg and the right torso, destroying the right torso and blowing off the right arm. Another shot to the right leg, destroying it and transferring into the right torso, transferring into the center torso, leaving it with 4 armor. So we have armed and legged the Panther with our 4 shots. And they were all hits. Let me go ahead. Since that Panther's not going to be causing anyone else any trouble, I'll go ahead and give that one to Hoser as well. I mean, he still has a PPC. He still has the SRM6 and the SRM4, but wait, does he still have the SRM? Okay, yeah. No. Wait. Okay, yeah, we took out his PPC when we took out the right torso. Duh. Yeah. Yeah, I caught on about the time you got that out. So yeah, the Panther is down to his SRM4 and 1 leg, and 1 punch, if he stands. The Griffin missed the Phoenix Hawk on a 12, the Wolverine missed the Cronus on a pair of 8s, a trio of 8s, and a 12. The Highlander hits the Cronus in the left arm with a PPC. Stalker catches the Firestarter in the center torso, gets the kill on the Firestarter. Nice. Their Griffin misses our Phoenix Hawk on a 9. Their Panther misses our Stalker on an 8 and a 12. Their Phoenix Hawk, hits the Assassin in the chest with the ER large. Medium pulse to the left arm, small laser to the left leg. So that is an even 20 points of damage on the Assassin. Maybe we can knock him down. The Scorpion misses the Cronus on a 10. The Hetzar missed the Phoenix Hawk on a 12. The Scorpion missed the Phoenix Hawk on a pair of 9s. Cronus at the Hetzer catches it on the left side with a medium pulse, half its movement points, rear and rear down to 8, and 2 SRMs to the rear and left side, immobilizing it. Nice. The Vedette misses the Phoenix Hawk with its machine gun on an 11. The Vedette misses the Phoenix Hawk on an 11 and an 8. The Clint misses the Hetzer on a 7 and a 10. The Vedette misses the Phoenix Hawk on a 7. The Scimitar hits the Man-O-War with an SRM to the left torso. The Pegasus hits Stiletto with 5 SRMs, heat-seeking type, to the right arm, right torso, right leg, right arm, and left torso. Right arm is down to 14. Champion hits the Hetzer in the left side with an ER medium for 3, down to 14, and the LBX missed on a 6. The Falcon missed the Man-O-War on a trio of 11s. The Panther hits the Phoenix Hawk in the right arm with a PPC. Wait, which one is he? Oh, there's another Panther over here. I didn't even see him. And yeah, he just shot us in the right arm. The Grizzly hits the Scimitar in the turret, hits the Scimitar in the front with 6 LRMs, costing it a movement point. Firestarter hits the Stalker in the right arm for 5, down to 23. The Man-O-War at the Falcon on 11s missed with everything. The Assassin catches our Phoenix Hawk in the right leg with a medium laser, down to 13. Huffman, hi, how's it going? Glad you could join us. Always nice to see a first-time chatter. We've got about half an hour left on this stream. Don't know how long you've been watching. But yeah, we might not finish this battle tonight. Just at a guess. So the Assassin catches the Phoenix Hawk in the right leg. The Maxim, with a trio of SRM launchers, misses on a trio of 10s. The Assassin needs a 7 to stay standing because he took 20 plus. He gets a 6. Falls on his left arm, critting on his lower arm and his shoulder. Needs a 7 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 6. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets an 8. The Panther needs 4 piloting skill checks because he took a lot of damage and lost a leg. Goes down, takes 4 to the left torso, needs a 16 to avoid hurting the pilot. Odd Rasmussen needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 4. Stiletto needs a 4 to stay standing, gets a 9. Our Phoenix Hawk is up to 4 heat. Their Griffin is up to 10. Their Panther is up to 6. Their Wolverine is down to 6. Their Panther is up to 6. Our stalker is up to 4. Our champion is up to 2. Hoser is up to 11, as we knew, and the griffin is up to 10. We've won initiative, finally, going into round 6. We are at 97% forces remaining. They're at 78% of their forces remaining. Alright. Hoser, first of all, is going to use his 1 movement point to go forward. Oh, I see an X. Yep, their panther ejected. I'm surprised the spider hasn't ejected yet. Stalker. Also, running into a little bit of a range issue, so we'll start walking forwards as well. Ash would like to run forward, I think, 7 hexes, so that we're 4 hexes away from this jump platoon. We should be able to finish them off pretty quickly with our lasers, especially if we catch them out in the open. Let's see, the Hetzer is immobile, so we would like to get behind him. Maybe facing that way. Let's see, the Clint. Maybe to here. I was really hoping that Hoser and the Highlander would square off against each other one-on-one, mano-a-mano. But it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Let's see. Champion can move 7 hexes, be moderately evasive, and get in the side of the vedette, if nothing else. Oh, the assassin getting into the back of the champion. That's okay. We've got defenders in our back rank. Specifically, we have a grizzly who will move forward 5 hexes. That puts the assassin at medium range, which is effectively short range for him with the pulse laser. Alright, and it looks like last but not least, Stiletto. Stiletto, can we get into the back of the Wolverine, perhaps? Maybe show up his rear armor. Alright, Panther ejects, takes a point of damage, stays conscious. Assassin successfully stands up, needs a 6, gets a 10. Alright, starting with Holzer. Holzer has the Scimitar on 4s, has the Heavy Tracked APC on 5s, has the Assassin on a 7. Let's try and take out the Scimitar. It should only take a couple of hits. We go 7 heat over. That will leave us as a 2-3 next turn, so we can move forward 1 hex at a walk because we're going down an elevation. Yeah, we'll go 7 heat over to try to take out the Scimitar this turn because I figure on 4s, 1 will miss, 1 will hit somewhere we don't want it to, and the 3rd will be the kill if we're lucky. Let's see, the Stalker. Stalker the Spider on 10s. And 8s. No, I don't think so. We've got the Scimitar on 7s. We've got the heavy tracked APC on 10s. We've got the Assassin on 11s. The Scimitar is pretty much already dead, I think. So we will take a couple of shots at the heavy tracked APC. And we will try to knock him out. Throw in a 12. Just because we're not likely to need much in the way of firing next turn. Let's see. The Grizzly is next. The Grizzly is going to be shooting at the Assassin on a 6, and a 10, and an 8. Where did I click? Let's see. Cronus wants to get into the back of the Wolverine on a 4 and some 2s. We'll go 6 heat over to try to crit out his back with everything. Let's see. Ash is going for the Falcon on 5s. We'll go 2 heat over to try to take out the Falcon in the rear. Let's see. The Clint. Clint can go for the Assassin on a 7 as well. And a 5 and an 8. And the Phoenix Hawk. Oosh. Phoenix Hawk is taking all kinds of fire. It looks like his easiest target is actually going to be Bullfrog over here in the Highlander, which hopefully he doesn't pick us. That would be very bad. Very bad indeed. We'll skip the ER large. We'll do the medium pulse and the medium and the 2 smalls because I don't want to be 11 heat over. We'll go 1 heat under. And last but not least, the champion. The champion can flip arms, but that doesn't do him any good because he doesn't have anything in his arms. We've got a Vedette over here, just within range, on a 4. Yeah, we'll do 3 ER mediums, a medium, and LBX on a 4. That puts us 4 heat over and hopefully gets us the kill. Stunned by 3 and locked. Okay, well, that's close. Phoenix Hawk looks in a bad spot this round. The Phoenix Hawk has looked in a bad spot for the last couple of rounds. The Wolverine catches him in the left arm with a medium laser down to 2 armor. Hoser gets a miss, gets the turret. Okay, so that is a kill on the Scimitar for Hoser. The Scorpion hits the Phoenix Hawk in the right arm, critting on his hand and shoulder, so we're going to need a new arm. Hopefully we don't take any more damage to that right arm, because then we would lose that ER large laser that we like so much. The Scorpion missed on a pair of 11s. The Stalker missed on a pair of 10s. Does land 3 LRMs and immobilizes the heavy tracked APC, which is going to make it an easier target for next turn. The Vedette misses the champion. The Vedette hits the Phoenix Hawk in the left leg for 5, down to 15. The Grizzly hits the Assassin in the head, forcing Dane Anderson's second consciousness check. Needs a 5, gets a 6. Missed with everything else. The Vedette catches the Phoenix Hawk in the left arm with an AC 5, down to 4 structure. And I hope we don't lose that medium pulse laser. The Scimitar hits the Stalker on the left leg, hits him in the left torso with an SRM. The Pegasus at the Phoenix Hawk with 6 SRMs catches him in both arms and both legs and the right torso, down to 2 structure on both arms, and critting on his other shoulder, critting on the ER large, critting on his upper arm. Yeah, we're about to lose all the lasers we had in the Phoenix Hawk. Dang it. The Cronus hits the Wolverine and the CTR with the ER large down to 2 armor. The medium pulse lasers go to the left leg and left arm, and the right torso rear, and the SRM misses. So we did do some good work. We might have knocked him down, but we did not go in. Well, we went internal on the right torso. Falcon hits the Phoenix Hawk in the right arm with a medium with an SRM, which is just enough to take him out. Take out the arm. Right arm transfers into the right torso down to 7 structure, critting on his jump jets twice. Phoenix Hawk needs to get the heck out of there now. The Panther misses the Phoenix Hawk on an 8. The Man-O-War at the Falcon hits it in the right side, costing it a movement point. Hits it in the rear immobilizing it. The rear again, the rear leaving it with 1 structure, and the rear destroying the Falcon. Catches it in the SRM-6. Heat-seeking ammo explodes for 12 damage. More medium lasers hit. The Locust misses the Phoenix Hawk on 9s. The Jump Platoon misses the Man-O-War on a 9. The Assassin hits the Champion in the right leg with an SRM. The Clint hits the Assassin in the right torso and the left torso down to 0 and 3 in those locations. The Maxim misses everything on 9s, so we do still have our left arm. We're down some jump jets and our main gun, but we do still have our left arm, even though it doesn't have a shoulder anymore. The Griffin misses the Man-O-War. The Phoenix Hawk hits the Highlander in the right leg and the left torso. Hits him in the left torso again for a total of 15 damage. And the Highlander hits the Phoenix Hawk in the right torso with a medium laser, critting on another jump jet. 4 SRMs to the left leg, left torso, right leg, and CT. The Champion at the Vedette catches him in the right side with an ER medium laser, catches him in the right side with another ER medium laser, stunning the crew. ER medium laser to the front costs it half its movement points, medium laser to the right side immobilizes it. LV-10X catches it in the fuel tank and destroys the Vedette by fuel explosion. Vedette stays standing, the Assassin does not, takes 4 to the CTR, Dane needs a 7 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 4, needs a 7 to stay conscious, gets an 8. Their Wolverine took 20 plus, needs a 7, gets an 8 as well. Physical attacks. Yeah, we can try to kick the Bullfrog. Oh, we went prone. That's not good. That's going to be a kill. That is going to be a kill. The Locust kicks the Phoenix Hawk in the left leg. The Griffin punches the Phoenix Hawk in the right arm, which transfers into the right torso, destroying it and transferring into the center torso. And the Highlander kicks the Phoenix Hawk in the right leg, destroying it and transferring into the right torso, which transfers into the center torso. Down to 9 armor. We kicked him in the right leg for 9, he's down to 22. We go down, we take 5 to the CT. Ellen Davi needs a 12 to avoid taking a hit, gets a 7, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 12. And Highlander needs a 3 to stay conscious, stay standing, gets an 8. Okay, we need to start hitting that Highlander. The Highlander is up to 1 heat. The Panther is up to 7. The Wolverine is down to 5. Our Clint is up to 1. Our Cronus is up to 6. Our Stalker is down to 2. Our Champion is up to 4. Tsubasa is holding at 0. Our Man-O-War is up to 2. Poser is down to 7. Their Griffin is down to 2. Alright, we've won initiative by quite a large margin. We're at 90%, they're at 68%. We've got about 15 minutes left in the stream. We'll see what we can do here. Alright, well, first things first, Phoenix Hawk is definitely going to be ejecting this turn, so we don't have to worry about moving him yet. We will have Poser walk forward 1 hex, as he does. The slow, inexorable advance of death itself. Let's see, the Stalker, likewise, will advance a couple of hexes. We're actually way out of position. We should probably run. The Phoenix Hawk will be ejecting. The Clint will probably be backing up a bit. The Cronus would like to wait on the Wolverine. Champion would also probably like to jump backwards a bit. Let's see. The Grizzly would like to probably jump forward a bit. Or actually, I can get there by running. Running is probably better. Wait. Tsubasa has hopping jack, so yeah, walking and running would have been effectively the same aside from the heat. Let's see. Ash wants to get in close. Let's see. The Cronus. I'd like to stay in behind Wolverine. The Wolverine. We can get to here this turn. That works. And the Phoenix Hawk, Alan Davi, will eject. Yes, we will be abandoning. We need a 6. Alright, the assassin falls on his left torso and blows up his SRM-2 ammo. Unfortunately... Yeah, no, I don't think any of us can claim that kill. That was pilot error. Oh, and he died in the ejection. Alan Davi ejects, needs a 6, gets a 7. Phoenix Hawk destroyed by ejection. And that is, he is in the same hex as a Vedette. What are the win conditions? We have to disable or force the ejection of that Wolverine. And disable or route their escorts. Yeah, we have to capture him. We have to capture the target. They must remain alive, cannot be allowed to escape the battlefield. We have to either pick them up or route their escorts. And there are a lot of escorts. But, yeah, that is the Wolverine right there. The one that Stiletto has been firing into the back of. Alright. Wolverine, or not Wolverine, Hoser. Derp. Heavy tracked APC is not really a threat. The only other option we've got is this jump platoon, which we can hit on 5s. I don't want to be 3 heat over next turn if I don't have to. We're not going to do any good damage this turn. Let's see. The Stalker can finish getting the kill on the heavy tracked APC with maybe an ER large laser or something. Or an ER medium. And then we can fire on the jump platoon with maybe some LRMs. On 9s, sure. We'll go 1 heat over for that. Let's see, the Clint at the Scorpion, I'm thinking on a 6 and a 9. Tsubasa and the Grizzly has the Scorpion on a 5, or has the Hetzer in the rear on a 2. Alright, let's try and take out that Hetzer. Let's see. Davi? Oh, Davi, why can you not move? Move it. 1, 2. Okay. So why can we not go anywhere? Oh, because we already moved. This is the firing phase. That's why we can't go anywhere. Do it. Let's see. Champion Ash. Ooh. Ash at the jump platoon on 3s. Yeah, we'll do the left side for that, and the right side at the Scorpion on 4s. That leaves Stiletto and the Champion. The Champion. Can we fire at the Heavy Hover APC and catch him on a 6? We'll do a pair of 8s and a 6. Last but not least, Stiletto into the back of the Wolverine, who is twisting and firing on us. He needs... Oh, the Vedette needs a 6. The Griffin needs a 7. Vedette needs a 6. Griffin needs a 7. Panther needs an 8. SRM 6 needs a pair of 9s. Medium Laser needs an 11. Let's go into the back of the Wolverine. We'll skip the ER large. We'll do 3 medium pulses on 3s and the SRM on a 5. That gives us heat neutral. Oh, we got the Wolverine crippled. No gyro. The Griffin catches Ash in the right torso with a PPC. The Scorpion catches Stiletto in the left torso with an autocannon 5. Hoser catches the jump platoon kills 8 guys, actually, not bad. The Scorpion catches Ash in the left torso with a medium laser down to 10 there. The Vedette misses Ash on an 8. Stalker at the heavy tracked APC catches it in the right side twice and destroys the heavy tracked APC. Jump platoon takes 4 guys down to 17. The Vedette hits Ash in the left arm down to 21. The Pegasus hits Stiletto with 4 SRMs to the left and right torso and the left and right leg. No crit on that right torso. Clint at the Scorpion hits it in the rear with the ER large, immobilizing it. Hits it in the right side with the medium pulse. The Panther misses Stiletto on an 8. The Locust misses Stiletto on an 11. Tsubasa hits the Hetzer in the rear with his large pulse laser and destroys the Hetzer. Good deal. The jump platoon misses the Man of War on a 7. The Wolverine misses the Cronus on 8s and 12s and a 7. The Man of War at the jump platoon kills 2, 4, 6, 8, all the guys. I forgot we were splitting our targeting. The Scorpion takes 5 to the turret, to the front, down to 1, to the front, destroyed, and the Scorpion. So that's actually 2 kills for Ash this turn. Nice. The Highlander misses Ash with the PPC, hits her in the right arm with a medium laser, hits with 12 LRMs to the right torso, right arm, and center torso, going internal on that right torso. What do we have there? Just missile or just lasers? Engine, double heatsink, lasers, ferrofibrous. Okay, nothing too crucial aside from the engine and the heatsink. The Griffin hits Stiletto in the right torso with 4 LRMs. The Champion hits the heavy hover APC with 8 pellets from the LBX, catches it in the right side and the rear, immobilizing it, catches it in the rear some more, down to 1 armor. Stiletto into the back of the Wolverine, hits him in the right arm, hits him in the center torso rear, hits him in the left arm. 3 missiles to the right torso rear, catches him in the SRM-6 ammo. Endrelin, our target, blacks out from the explosion. Auto ejects successfully, even though she's unconscious. Okay. And the Man of War took 20 plus, needs a 4, gets a 7. Okay, so we need to pick up that pilot. Do we have time for one more round? It's like 156 in. Let's try for one more round. The Griffin is up to 8 heat. Bullfrog is up to 4. Their Panther is holding at 7. Stalker is down to 1. Champion is up to 1. And their Griffin is up to 5. We've won initiative. We're at 86.7%. They're at 54.6%. First things first, I think Hoser is going to advance at his full walking speed. Maybe even a run. No, we'll hold off on that. Next is going to be the Stalker, also moving forward, also during a run. I'm thinking, yeah, this time. Mech Warrior, Mech Warrior, Mech Warrior. Yeah, that's our target. Endrelin is unconscious. I must have missed that. Also must have missed where our lieutenant was picked up by that vedette. We will have to do something about that. Let's see. Ash will advance on Bullfrog. Would like to be 4 hexes away. The Clint will move forward 8 hexes, yeah. The Champion will move forward 7 hexes, yeah. Tsubasa move forward 6 hexes. Oh, the the spider finally ejected. And that just leaves our Cronus, who's going to jump into the back of Bullfrog and try to follow up anything that Ash can do to him. Alright. First things first, Holzer has the Pegasus in range on 7s. For the jump platoon, let's go for the Pegasus. On 7s, we'll go 11 heat over this turn. Yeah, that'll make us a 1-2. We can still advance a hex next turn, but it'll be at a run. Let's see. Oh, Ash taking a bunch of damage. Fortunately, she's got some evasive tips. Let's see. The Cronus. No. Grizzly. We've got the heavy hover APC in the right side on a 0, and a 2, and a 2. So yeah, we'll take him out real quick. The Clint. Panther on an 8. Or the Griffin on a 7. Or Bullfrog on a 7. Yeah, we'll take a shot at Bullfrog on a 7 and a 7 and a 9 for 1 heat over. Let's see. Stalker. We can take on the Jump Platoon, or we can take some shots at the Pegasus on 13s. We've got the Vedette on an 11. We've got the Scorpion on an 11. Jump Platoon on 9. So yeah, that'll be one of those. A couple of those. Hopefully we land something. Let's see. Stiletto we're holding off on. The Champion. Champion at Bullfrog maybe? The Vedette. Got the Vedette on 5s. We've got Bulldog on 6s. Yeah. We'll do a... Oh, I forgot. The Champion has a targeting computer. Okay, so the LBX shots are going to be just as accurate as the cluster munitions because the cluster munitions don't get a targeting computer. 2, 3 on 6s and a medium laser on an 8. Let's see. Ash gonna follow that up with all the 5s. For 2 heat over. No. We'll go 5 heat over. And the Cronus into the back of Bullfrog. Once he loses all of his arms and legs and all the stuff transfers into his rear, we'll catch him for 5 and 3, 3, 3, and we'll go 6 heat over for a 5. Oh, I saw prone. That's good. The Griffin misses our Man of War. The Griffin misses our Man of War. The Highlander misses on 8s, 10s, and 11s. Hoser hits the Pegasus in the left side and the left side and destroys it. And the left side and the front. Okay, well that was a waste of heat. The Scorpion misses our Man of War on a 9. The Vedette hits our Man of War in the right leg for 5, down to 29. The Vedette hits our Man of War in the right arm, down to 9. Tsubasa hits the heavy hover APC on the right side and destroys it. The Pegasus catches our Man of War in the right side with 4 SRMs to the right torso, going internal, critting on a heatsink on a medium laser. Center torso, left arm, center torso. The Clint hits the Highlander in the right arm with a medium pulse laser and the medium laser to the right leg. Panther hits our Gargoyle in the right leg critical, critting on its lower leg. The Locust misses on an 11. The Stalker hits the Jump Platoon for 2, down to 15 guys. Yeah, lots of painting on lots of people's mechs this week. Killed 2 more guys down to 13. Killed 2 more guys down to 11. Champion missed with the LB10X on a 6. 3 ER mediums on 6s, catch him in the right leg, and left torso. Right leg is down to 3. Left arm is down to 25. The Maxim hits the Champion in the right torso for 4 with LRMs. The Man of War hits the Highlander in the right leg, down to 17. The right arm again. The left leg down to 33. Left arm down to 20. Right torso down to 23. Center torso down to 36. Medium laser to the right arm down to 8. Center torso down to 26. Left arm down to 15. And the Cronus hits the Highlander in the head. 3 points absorbed by the armored cowl. The other 4 takes, the other 5 hits the armor, leaving it with 4. Steve Pyatt takes his first consciousness check, needs a 3, gets a 9. Medium pulse laser to the center torso rear for 7, down to 10. Medium pulse laser to the right arm, down to 1. Medium pulse laser to the center torso rear, down to 3. And 3 SRMs to the right torso rear, center torso rear, and the right arm goes internal and crits on his lower arm. Highlander needs a 9 to stay standing because he took 120 plus damage. Needs a 9, gets an 8. Takes 9 damage to the left and right torso. Needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 4. Needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets the 5 barely. Ash took a actuator hit and 20 plus damage. Needs a pair of 5s, gets a 9 and a 5. Who kicked me? Nobody. Nobody kicked me. Okay, well, here is our heat. Their Griffin is holding at 8. Their Highlander is up to 7. Their Panther is up to 8. Our Clint is up to 1. Our Cronus is up to 6. Our Champion is up to 3. Our Man of War is up to 7. Hoser is up to 11. And their Griffin is up to 8. Enderlin, our target, has been picked up by the Panther. So now we need to take out the Panther to get Enderlin back. And that is where we are going to save our game. We will save as capture. And we will close out of here. We will also save as exit save. And then since we didn't advance a day, we're going to save our campaign. And this has got to be a new record as version 5 of the same day. We should finish that up early next week. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Thank you all for joining me. Link to the Discord is in my bio. All that good stuff. Thank you Varenk and Mr. McGorilla for being here. Thank you Thin King and Tentacle Shogun for showing up. And of course, Hoffman, first time chatter. Thanks for showing up and welcome, and as always, of course, and feel free to swing by the Discord or leave a comment or anything you like. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, have a good one.